Are you being blessed as much as I am? I'm enjoying this spiritual journey. God just seems to be opening up the windows of heaven and pouring out a blessing. This is fun. I love the quote at the bottom of the page today there on the blog from John Wesley. It says, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you can." Don't you love that? Do good for others. But how do you know? How do you know what good to do for others? How do you know what is important for you to do for other individuals? That's the principle for today. The principle for today is it is appropriate to ask people how you can help them. I know on Friday afternoons when my wife is preparing things for Sabbath, oftentimes I'll finish doing what I've been doing in the office and I will come in and I say, "Dear, is there anything I can do to help you?" She says, "Well, can't you figure that out for yourself?" Well, I might could, but I like to ask, and it is appropriate to ask, what can I do to help? Sometimes I want to help and I start doing things and she says, "Well, that doesn't need to be done right now. I'm saving that for Sunday." So it's important for me to ask, what can I do to help? We have several instances of this in Scripture. The king there with Nehemiah saw that his face was sad, and so the king asked, "Why does your face look sad? What can be done about this problem in Jerusalem? What is it that you want?" The blind man sitting there by the side of the road, crying out, "Jesus, have mercy upon us." Jesus stops and he calls him, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man answered the question, "We want to see." You see, from these examples, we learn it's okay for us to ask people what they need done for them. I know sometimes we say it as if it's a cliche. It's just something we say. There happens to be a death in the family. And we ask the people, "Is there anything I can do for you?" Well, that's a good question. But sometimes we need to be more specific. Can I take you out to eat? Can I come over and rake your yard? Would you like to borrow my car so that you can go somewhere? Sometimes if we're more specific about what we're asking, they can reply in kind. But sometimes we say, "Oh, is there anything I can do for you?" Wanting to do something, but we've never received the call. It's appropriate to ask, what can I do for you? Because if we do not ask, then we cannot give. If you're practicing the generous life, I encourage you to begin to ask people, what can I do for you? What is it that you need? And then you will be following the example of Jesus.